Hello, welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. Hope you're having a great day, and this is the week before Easter, so I was going to share a recipe that you might want to make for your Easter lunch. I don't know what it is, but I always think a carrot cake goes with Easter. And I'm going to use the recipe that's in Miss Annie's Volume 1 on page 48, and it's a friend of hers, Angela Binkerd's carrot cake. I've made carrot cake over the years, and this recipe, I didn't get mine out to compare it, but I think it is very, very similar. So we're going to get started with it. You start with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. That's plain flour. And to that, you're going to put 2 cups of sugar. So there's 1, 2. Okay. Now you're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking soda. There's 1, 2. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. 1, 2, and I'll tell you what, I need to wipe. Well, I'll just do 2 halves of salt. I was thinking I need to wipe that cinnamon off, because if I put it in a salt box, it's going to get cinnamon in, but I'm going to put 2 halves of salt. 1, 2 halves equal 1. Okay? And I'm going to mix that together, and then I'm going to add 4 eggs. 4 eggs. A cup and a half of vegetable oil. With my strawberry cake the other day, somebody said, that's too much oil. Well, you can leave it out of yours, but it's not going to be as moist. So anyway, a cup and a half of vegetable oil. Now we're going to mix this, and then we're going to add our other ingredients. Carol, did I put 2 teaspoons of baking soda? But I remember I did. Okay, now I'm going to add 3 cups of grated carrots. Y'all, I can remember grating my carrots years ago, but after I peeled these carrots, I put them in my food processor, and man, it made it so much easier. I gotta tell you something funny. I hope he doesn't get mad because he's standing over there behind the camera. He's not gonna get mad. When I was doing the carrots, he said, I didn't know a carrot cake had real carrots in it. He said, I just thought that was the name of it. I said, yeah, it's kind of like a sweet potato cake that has sweet potatoes in it. And we've decided we bet if we grated a sweet potato in here, it would taste the same. Now, 1.5 cups of pecans. I use Whaley's pecans from Troy, Alabama. You can order if you go to their website, whaleypecan.com. And I liked mine fine. So that's why they're like that. You know, you can order them that way. And I'm just going to mix this real good. I know some people put crushed pineapple in theirs, and that would be good, but this recipe nor the one that I have used originally calls for pineapple. Okay, you either grease and flour your cake pans, 3 cake pans, but what I did, I used Baker's Joy. It has the flour in it. And I'm going to just try to equally put this in there. Leave it right here in case I need to put some more in. Okay. I miss using my little 8-cup mixing bowl because you can hold it by the handle. But this had 3 cups of carrots and 1.5 cups of pecans and 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of sugar. I started adding all this up and I thought, I better get a bigger bowl. So I got my bigger mixing bowl. Okay. Now, I have preheated my oven. You want to shake your pans before you put them in the oven to sort of get any air bubbles out. But I preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and her recipe says to cook it about 40 minutes. I'm going to check mine after 35 minutes, but I'll be back when this is cooled and ready to frost, and we'll frost it together. So I'll be back soon. My cake cooked 35 minutes. In the in Miss Annie's cookbook, it says about or approximately 40 minutes. But always check it a little earlier because no 2 ovens are alike. I have 2 ovens in my house, and the one on this side cooks faster than my stove. So it's just what it is. All right, to make the frosting for this carrot cake, you're going to use 1 stick of butter, and mine is salted. You can use either one. All right, 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, softened. Just get it all in there. Okay. And then I'm going to take the mixer and just cream these. Got my pecans everywhere, but that's okay. We'll get them up. See, when it's soft, it just mixes so much easier. Okay. Calls for 1 16-ounce box of powdered sugar. I may have a box. I was going to say I didn't have a box, so I was just going to use the, well, I don't see it. I would say put about 8 ounces is a cup. And there's one. And there's two. But now I'm going to tell you, for my strawberry cake, I usually put 3 cups. So we're going to see. Add a little bit more. The main reason I'm going to add more is I want the frosting to cover the whole cake. And you also put a teaspoon of vanilla, and this is going to thin it down even a little bit more. So, go ahead and put another cup like I do for my strawberry cake, because I use a cream cheese frosting for that. Now I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of chopped pecans. Got a little that fell on my counter, and I'm going to get those up because they're too good not to. And when I chopped my pecans in my food processor, there's that much more than a 1/2 cup. So I'm going to put those in there too. Now, just going to fold those in. And y'all, this is such a good cake. And I told Harold, he said, I don't remember you making one. And I told him, I used to make Kristen Fields a carrot cake every year for her birthday. And it's been a long time since I've done that. But let me tell you, I put the bottom layer on just I buy these round cake circles, because if I'm taking cake somewhere, I don't have to worry about my cake plate. All right, I'm not gonna stay here and have you watch me do the whole cake. I'll start it and show you how I do it. Now, I bought a Lazy Susan, and I think there's one on my Amazon page, but you can get one anywhere. And it helps so much when you're frosting a cake, because all you gotta do is turn this. And you just want to put, you know, a pretty good layer of the frosting on there. And then we're gonna do, I almost let this get too cool. Okay, there it is. That's good. You know, Harold, I might as well just go ahead and frost this whole thing. I had said I wasn't gonna waste your time. But, y'all see my new shirt? This is one of my new designs, and it says, God knows, God already knows. God already knows. And He does. You know, when you're walking through things, trust Him. Because He already knows the ending. He knows what's going to happen. But I have this in different colors. This is one of the new spring colors that I have. Now this doesn't spread as easily as my strawberry cake because I don't have pecans in my strawberry cake. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to do another layer. A lot of people I see just put the frosting on the top, kind of leave the sides, but I like frosting everywhere. I'll tell you what we're going to do when I frost this. I bought me a new bird feeder this morning because when we had some wind, I don't remember what, it's been a while back, and I have 2 bird feeders out back, but the wind blew something on one of them and broke it. So, had to get me a new bird feeder this morning because I love to watch my birds. You see how easy it is when you can just spin it around? I think the hardest part's the sides. And if you've got something to spin it around, it's not that difficult. You'll just put it, I find if I put it on the edge and then just kind of pull it over. Now I'm not going to cut this cake right now, y'all. You're just going to have to trust me that when I cut it, I'll have Angela put the picture on my website with the recipe so you'll see it. But I'm going to let this sit for a little bit. And hope you'll make you one for Easter, or, you know, I made this today so I could show you what it's going to be like. Y'all, I just hope that that you're gonna be surprised today when you're gonna see an announcement that I make. I'm not gonna tell you, but you better watch later, a little bit later on. It won't be a lot later, but I want you to, I'll have a live when I make that announcement. Get it right along the bottom. You know, I'm not a cake decorator. I wish I could. I took a class one time. I can't decorate, y'all. I took this class from one of my former students, and man, she is probably the best at decorating I've ever seen. She just couldn't teach me. You gotta have a little creativeness about you decorating. I'm better at cooking country food, and I can make a cake now. This cake's gonna be delicious, but I'm not the best at decorating it. All right, I think, Harold, what's it look like?
Looks good. You need any help on the rest of that icing?
All right, I won't get it all. We won't get it all because he probably needs to taste it and make sure it's all right. But y'all, oh my goodness, this is gonna be so good. Angela, Annie, and Melissa, I'm gonna bring y'all some. Gonna bring y'all some, and then when I tell my good news a little bit later, it may not be good for y'all. I mean, you may not be excited, but I think you will. All right, Harold, show them our, you can't have this yet. Show them our bird feeder that I bought.
Walmart special, isn't it? Right there. See
Yeah.
it?
It's gonna hold, it says it's
Squirrel proof.
Well,
I don't believe such thing exists, but that's what it says.
Yeah, But anyway, we're gonna go put that up. But y'all look at this. Hope you can see it. That is a good carrot cake. And it's gonna be so moist because the oil makes it moist. This recipe that I used is in Miss Annie's Volume 1 on page 48, Angela Binkerd's Carrot Cake. It is delicious. If y'all don't have Miss Annie's cookbook, go to missannieshomeandkitchen.com and you can see how to order one. Is that delicious?
What, finger licking good, or what's this thing called?
That is a spatula that you use to decorate.
Spatula licking good.
Y'all, God already knows. If you like this shirt, it's in several beautiful spring colors. I'll have on a different color the next time you see me. But anyway, God is so good. Be salt and light wherever you go. We're going to let this sit and go put up the bird feeder. We'll be back soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.